Drug smuggling, human trafficking, and border security are just some of the topics being discussed here by nearly 100 delegates attending the Caribbean Basin Security Initiative being held at the Atlantis Resort on Paradise Island. According to officials, 2012 will see some of the highest unemployment rates throughout the region, and with a spike in unemployment, officials say more than likely there will be a spike in crime. Those startling predictions are what led regional and American officials to come together for a one-day conference. They're discussing ways to combat crime. Prime Minister Hubert Ingraham, who opened the conference, said he was pleased the Bahamas was selected to host the first ever conference since the Caribbean Basin Security Initiative, also known as CBSI, was launched back in April 2009 by U.S. President Barack Obama.
CBSI is not a quick fix for the many security challenges facing the countries of the Caribbean and the United States. Rather, CBSI is grounded in the region's realities and reflects the cooperative relationship with the United States. It is an important opportunity for us to act together to counter our region's continued vulnerability to transnational criminal activity, including drugs and arms trafficking, human smuggling, and money laundering. At the national level, in the broadest sense, such crimes unleash the forces that undermine law and order, social stability, and retard our economic and social development. Crime and violence, and particularly gun violence, too often shatter the peace and welfare of our societies.
Also bringing remarks was the United States' Department of Homeland Security Secretary Janet Napolitano.
The Caribbean Basin Security Initiative Dialogue is and remains one of our most effective means to share knowledge, lessons, and experience on threats and challenges we face across this region. The dialogue is an important way to chart our progress over the past year, and it's also an opportunity for us to recommit to the continued cooperation that is essential to address transnational threats that impact our nations, from drug trafficking and human smuggling to natural disasters and terrorist threats.
Now, one of the things Secretary Napolitano highlighted was the U.S.'s ability to establish an advanced passenger information system center in Barbados. The function of that center is to target travelers who may be connected to criminal or terrorist organizations. She hopes that such centers will be established at Caribbean nations throughout the region, including right here in the Bahamas.
This has become a model for regional cooperation on aviation security, and we hope to build on this work by expanding the CARICOM APIS program to additional Caribbean nations. With respect to maritime security, we have worked with our CARICOM partners to significantly increase our maritime security efforts to combat the flow of illegal drugs transiting this region. With more than 1 million miles of open ocean across the Caribbean, policing these waters will continue to be a challenge. We must do more together to meet current and future needs.
Now, prior to the opening ceremony, Secretary Napolitano met with the Prime Minister, Minister of National Security Tommy Turnquest, among other local national security officials. She has since departed the capital back to Washington. Reporting from Atlantis and for JCN News, I'm Sasha Lightborn.